Ndewo onye ọbụla ga-amụ ntị, Chukwu gozie gị. Mụ ahụ Chukwudị, ahụ papa nwụ Sir Joseph Nnanna Abara, mama nwụ Celine Onwatugo Abara. Yes, so ekelere Chukwu for this opportunity to use this platform to stay here and try to read the content of my diaries. Akọwala m enough gbasara my plans gbasara this channel and the diaries I'm trying to read out. So ekwekwana m some kwuduo ya at a point bịa hapụ shift from my father shimekwudo ihe gbasara Joe madịkọrọ before kwana ma laghachi go back in discussing about my father's life. So I will be shuttling between these two topics. So as it is, ekwela m okwu gbasara how my father was being relegated. Otu Mofagaja jiri decide here to put my father under the carpet. The kind of ill treatment hanging my father, starting from Lagos until Papa Malolo. The kind of way what they were doing to promote the stigma that is attached to a man that is a lonely child. Sajo was a lonely child, actually. Onwe anybody. He was rather begging, trying to attach himself to people that he never knew were his enemies, in order to get a kind of connections with them. I don't blame him, because going back to his ordeal, to whatever he experienced in the north, returning back to Owerri, and then being posted again to go and start working at Lagos, and arriving at Lagos met another demonstration of hatred towards the Igbos. My father couldn't deny that Adonyi Boyawu among the Yorubas. The only place to fall back on was, for his people to provide their shoulders to allow my father to kneel on them. But they showed him cold feet. So that cold feet that I experienced, I saw my father, I saw it happen. So this is what has prompted me now to begin to read out the diaries I have written. And Akromotu Papa Meja Orom Mesoneya J to the meeting of Umufakaja. Then Aminjechakwano opportunity for Akram Malo who go back to the village on holiday or for something. I tried to kind of balance what I have learned from Umufakaja Union, Dinkeno Lagos, with what I saw in the village. There are two opposite things that does not meet. I cannot reconcile at all. So in the village, I am a kind of Umufakaja that has endorsed the practice of Satanism. And why is that? I don't know. So this endorsement of Satanism have launched the members of Umufakaja into the practice of a predatory behavior that looks like, yes, they are ready to devour. They are ready to eat up each other. We cannot be doing that in the village. And yet when we come back to the Lagos, the forum, we shake hands, we pretend that we are brothers. Look back to the village, things is different. So I became confused. I was just growing up, there are things that I don't know. So, but this is how it is. Umufakaja is supposed to be a very, upright family. But the devil will have to create a kind of system that will now bring a change into the geometry of God's plan in the life of his people. When you begin to see that the people have begin to exhibit a kind of attitude that does not reconcile with the positive energy among themselves. So you begin to see that, yes, God has begun to depart from them. Because God does not stay in a place that there is evil. And you watch rejeje ko bela ko aka kpere meche everything ha yitu wacha ha la go back with him shinaja. That's what I saw. There was no honesty, there was no truth. So chukwemene bere I anoma outside. It's left for me to learn, but being the fact that I have the fear of God in me, I did not lock out anybody entirely. I did not criticize anybody. I still have to throw out myself to be able to socialize with them, come closer to them, to be able to know what is going on. So that thing that is going on will be what that will now tell on my life so that I can be able to live up to the age I am today with the people that I call as members of the kindred, who are supposed to be able to, we're supposed to be interwoven and unite to be able to progress. There was changes in the lives of Umofakaja as of when you think about those founding members. Founding members, I mean, Levinos, Open Kennis, Open Raymond, Open Leo, Sajo. These people struggled. These are the people that we call our fathers. These are the people that had a good intent. But what is going on with the children is a different matter entirely. But no problem. N'ihi na gịnị? Ihe onye mekpara ya esoro ya. Ihe onye mekpara ọha ga-eso ya. Ha lee otu echetara ha n'ahụ today. And as far as Sajo is concerned, I don't know why Ogaji wrote that na Sajo onye ha ga target to be able to use, and I heard as per demonstration of that kind of expansion of the stigma that they have put upon Sajo, to be able to say Sajo is going to be an instrument of target for us to be able to a kind of exercise the practice of Satanism in the kindred. Ọwụ Sajo. N'ihi na gịnị, mama anya kpọọla ime ugboro 10. Anya hụna how many of us are from. And that is because of the advancement, that is because of the attitude of devil that has begun to crawl in at a time that nobody wants to pay attention. Nobody wants to find out what is going on. And rather, what the devil will want to do now is to come back among the surviving members of Sajo, find out the weakest, the weak ones. Niggly weak. That is how the devil will attack. The devil will attack you. It's like when a lion is chasing a herd of antelopes. It will look for the one that is very weak, that cannot be able to run. The lion will focus the pursuit of that one. Yes. So the devil will focus on the weak part of Sajo and use them to be able to, this is how they will succeed in be able to dislodge and disconnect and destroy whatever plans Sajo had for his own family. Today, look at us. He all regime Mike. Because he has made himself available for the devil. And not easy for him to be able to recruit other children that is born by Sajo to himself and initiate them into the satanic practices. And that is why we are here today. We'll be able to see, yes, this is a manifestation of the practice of Satanism that has endorsed himself in this family. And we will live to regret it. They can pretend that there's nothing happening. Something is happening. God is watching, and the judgment of God will be upon the sinners. I can now continue n'ekwu. I don't share respond to. I don't share deny ya. I'll be free to speak and say what I want to say. If you feel that I am accusing you, come up and deny. I can have okwu ihe gbasara hapụla m okwu ihe gbasara Sajo. Aga m ekwu n'okwu gbasara nwa ya wụ Joe Osondo. Onye ahụ onye a mụrụ oge ndị our uncles, our dad, he decided at that era when they decided to name their children after themselves, which is a part of establishing their own legacy. Many of our uncles, Ndeke Amromo, at that time, they named their children after themselves, which was very good. On the time, Mojo. So I will continue to say what are a few things about the rumor, the propaganda Mike Parega Basara Ajoemena. I will continue to speak about it. By the grace of God, yes. So I thank you for listening, and I will upload, or rather I will continue to upload my comment. If you feel aggrieved, please take me to court. Do whatever you feel you want to do. If you have something against me, you say it out. You come out, open your pocket, open your bag. That is it. That's freedom of speech. So I'm not accusing anybody. I'm saying what I have seen. I am 100% right. And I'll continue to explain things I'm seeing to shame the devil. I know. That I'm not. That's all it is. I thank you again, and God bless. Thank you for listening.